Welcome back to our discussion with Tiberiu. Today we will explore the role of universities, EDIHs, and SMEs in driving innovation within the dynamic field of cybersecurity. How can these entities foster innovation?
Yeah, that's a good question because, in fact, in the last couple of years, we started more or less to become back in contact, I would say, with the research circles, and that came as evolution because we were looking into some research projects, some innovations, and we had several solutions of our own. So we presented them, for example, at Malaga. It was the European Defense Fund. They have a yearly conference, European conference, where we have been invited with one of our solutions. And we went there, we pitched our solution. We had a very good feedback, but from much larger organization like Airbus and, the biggest, I would say, industrial consortium of Europe. And we noticed there is real interest on our solution. A company, of less, at the time we were, less than 70 people. But what we noticed there, and we realized that maybe we lack that part. France, Spain, Germany, they did not come like us, one company. They had consortiums, and they had around the the innovation hubs. They really created an ecosystem which took all the synergies from the academics, the university, from all the governments. So they had their military, police, government, local government, who were assigned, let's say, to test some solutions and some innovations which are considered as being valuable from the SMEs. So those people who are budgetary, they receive public money, they were tasked of evaluating a number of solutions, promising, of course, they can't evaluate all of them, but they had on their job list, you have to evaluate this solution for this amount of time. And it's something which I said, oh, that's great, because as an SMEs, even if I have the greatest solution, and if I go and propose it to someone, let's say, military encryption or something like that, they won't even look at us unless there is a body, a consortium, which stays behind the SME, stays behind the academics, and comes, look, this is really a good project. It's done together by a university and it's done by an SME. Let's evaluate it. Let's test it. Let's put some time into at least validating if the solution is good or bad. And it was really like a fresh shower to us because we saw how well prepared were the French authorities. Yeah. So and since then we had the opportunity to work with them. In Bretagne, for example, they had 7 technopolis. Yeah. Bretagne is like, okay, 3-4 counties, is not like, half of Romania. And they had 7 technopolis, and they have really amazing projects where they mixed the universities. Yeah, they have a kind of 15 there with cybersecurity, a lot more universities than we do. But all those universities are in, I would say, consortium with SMEs, with public bodies. So universities, SMEs, public bodies, all together, and they are really producing high quality products in the end. Yeah, we have several companies which were tested, validated by such consortiums, and now they're really companies. Their value is much higher, so they produce a lot of added value in the field of cybersecurity. Glimpse is one of them. I know many. So another interesting sat, for example, also in Bretagne, they did the Vigisat, which is the first civilian radar satellite station. So civilians made a satellite station which monitors the other satellites. Yeah. So I would love to do something like that in Romania as well. Yeah. And similar with the French, it was in Spain, or in Catalonia, in Spain, in Malaga, and in Barcelona. You have 2 centers, important centers, where the same, they created some business parks, but where universities are next to the SMEs. So they are not, universities in its campus and the SMEs maybe are in the business flat. No, university has the applied research centers in the business hubs. Yeah. So it mingles the specialists. So an academic idea can maybe, but I can build a product or a solution out of your, new idea, academic idea, or research, because it can be just research. Yeah. So really, that made me realize how important it is to foster the collaboration between universities, SMEs, and the public bodies. And it's something which I must say I don't see it yet in Romania. There is the hub, yeah. We've been there and we are there, and we see a lot of enthusiasm. But it kind of it falters. It goes down after you have the one we have yearly. We go at the yearly, for example, the digital innovation zone for health. We've been last year, we've been this year, we've been into the startup ones. The events are good, but there is no follow-up after that. So I would expect that, out of there, 2 or 3 ideas of consortiums, even if, nobody's spending yet money, we spend just time. But if we believe in an idea, we have to invest a little bit of time to see if that idea can transform into maybe an European project grant, because, that's a possibility, or in a commercial product, and a company then will invest into paying maybe the universities and so on to collaborate with them. So I see the first step, we do it right. After that, we kind of stumble. So we have to have a continuation. What do I do next after a good conference we had and maybe some contacts? How do we follow up that those contacts really transform into something and they build something? It's not just they remain. We have a good networking, but that's about it.
Thanks for watching us, and we will see you in the next video.